Assalamualaikum, my name is Irfan Nawfal bin Zainuddin. My matric number is 23 Real S 20F 2029 and my fellow members Muhammad Fawaz Iqmal bin Abu Hanifah 23 Real S 20F 2019 and lastly Muhammad Muzaffar bin Masani 23 Real S 20F 20207. And today we're gonna present about Ministry of Transport. Firstly, describe about Ministry of Transport Malaysia through its vision and mission and motto. Firstly, Malaysia Ministries of Transport is in charge of transportation including road transport, civil aviation, maritime, road safety, port authority, rail assets, maritime, air accident investigation, logistic maritime safety, shipping, rail transport, airports and airlines. The Ministry of Transport is responsible for a number of government agencies as well as the Ministry of Transport. Putrajaya is where the company's headquarters are located. The mission is to strengthen the transportation system driven by technology as a catalyst for national development. While the vision is to lead the transformation of an integrated, efficient and safe transportation system, Malaysia's Ministry of Transport's motto is Sustainable Transportation, the voice of national development.
Okay, today I want to explain about the function and objective of Ministry of Transport Malaysia. There are several functions of Ministry of Transport Malaysia, starting from number 1 is to formulate and implement land transport, logistics, maritime and aviation policies. Number 2 is to plan and execute land transport, logistics, maritime and aviation infrastructure projects. Number 3 is to spearhead the integration of a holistic national transportation system. Next, to make available transport services delivery system for land transport, logistics, maritime and aviation. Number 5 is to enforce the law related to the land transport, logistics, maritime and aviation. Number 6 is to determine fees and charges for services provided by the ministry. Number 7 is to regulate compliance to legislation, service and safety standard. Number 8 is to facilitate businesses related to land transport, logistics, maritime and aviation industry. Last but not least is to spearhead regional and international cooperation programs in the field of transport.
The objectives of Ministry of Transport Malaysia are as known as: number 1, to ensure legislation and regulations are adhered to with transparency and integrity. Number 2, to ensure service are delivered a competent, efficient and safe manner. Number 3, to improve competitiveness and economic growth of the country. Number 4, to strengthen the logistics sectors through a seamless supply chain. Number 5, to ensure transportation system are green technology based. Number 6, active involvement and influence in international organization. Recognize the history of establishment of the Ministry of Transport Malaysia. A cabinet governance system known as the member system is introduced in 1951. A few members are appointed to administer several departments under this system. Land, mineral and communication members are in charge of matters relating to road transport and civil aviation. Rail and port issues are the responsibility of the railway and port members. The railway, port and civil aviation as well as road transportation were placed under the jurisdiction of the transportation members in 1953. The Ministry of Transport was established in 1956. The Ministry of Transport was renamed the Ministry of Communication until 1972. The Ministry of Transport and Works was known as Ministry of Transport and Works in 1974. The Ministry of Transport was renamed the Ministry of Transportation until 1976.
For slide number 6, explain the sector spearheaded and responsible by the Ministry of Transport Malaysia. The Ministry of Transport Malaysia is responsible for moving people and goods across Malaysia in a safe, efficient and long-term manner in order to improve quality of life and support four major sectors: aviation, land and maritime, and logistics. Firstly, aviation. Aviation refers to scheduled air service provided by airlines for the uplift of passengers, cargo or mail to hire or rewarded. Land transport such as road and rail transport is the main mode of transport in Malaysia. Thus, to coordinate all activities, the land division function an important role as generator and driving the development and implies implementation or national transport policies. Maritime is responsibility to ensure the safeguard of the interests of Malaysia maritime sector in dealing in the International Maritime Organization. In other words, it is the body of law that set the rules for commerce that takes place on the oceans and seas are an example of maritime laws. Logistics by definition refers to the management of resource throughout the supply chain. It is a network which include multidimensional process summarized as 7 R's of logistics.
Okay, the conclusion of the slide that we make is finally, through its vision, mission and motto, we can learn why the Ministry of Transport Malaysia was established in our country. Furthermore, the Ministry of Transport Malaysia's function and objectives demonstrate how this ministry of the Malaysian government is responsible for transportation in terms of road transport, civil aviation, marine road safety, port authority, railway assets, maritime, air accident investigation, logistics, maritime safety, shipping, rail transport, airport and airline. We can conclude that many changes and evolutions occurred throughout the history with 4 major sectors handled by the Ministry of Transport Malaysia, starting with the first year of establishment.